what acting isn't. As an acting teacher, a lot of people come up to me with ideas about what acting is, and I try to keep a straight face, but there are so many misconceptions about what the craft of acting is. It isn't memorizing lines. That is not acting, that is memorization. Maybe an important part of acting, but it's not about memorizing. My students all know that when I was in 5th grade, and trust me, that was a very long time ago, I memorized all of the presidents for extra credit. Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson, Van Buren, Harrison, Tyler, Polk, Taylor, Fillmore, Pierce, Buchanan, Lincoln, Johnson, Grant, Hayes. That is not acting. That is memorization. I have jammed it in, because I was always an overachiever in school, jammed it in, and now it comes out one way and one way only, right? I've got to start at Washington, and it's that same Washington, Adams, Jefferson, Madison, Monroe, Adams, Jackson. There's no life in my eyes. There's nothing going on except for I'm parroting. So do not start with memorization. If you're terrible at memorizing, that doesn't mean that you're going to be a terrible actor. You might just have to work other techniques in order to be able to remember what you want to say. So don't worry about it. When you know who you are as the character and what you need and want and what your actions are, the lines will come. It is not crying on cue. That is not acting. That's a stunt. That's sniffing an onion. You know, that's not, crying on cue is not acting. Nobody wants to watch anybody cry in movies. I know sometimes we think we do, but we really don't. We really want to watch people fight that emotion. We want to have them really have it. And if it comes out, it comes out. But it's really that fight. It's that truth. And watching somebody cry on cue is a trick. And that doesn't move me at all when I watch somebody do that. I want to watch somebody who's really dealing with their pain and their emotions. So it's not about crying. I think it freaks so many people out. Like, I can't cry on cue. I can't be an actor. Yes, you can. And having spent some time on some soap operas, they have crystals that will irritate your eyes. If they need water to fall out of your eyes, that can be done. But what can't be done is that truthful human behavior and that real emotion. We can tell when you're faking it, which leads me to acting is not lying really well. People will say that all the time. Yeah, no, acting is truth. It's not lying, right? You're believing what it is. You're in the character's truth. Now, if your character's lying, maybe that's lying really well, but that's as your character, which is being really truthful. And those of you actors who are working your craft, that's really insulting. You know, oh, you should be an actor, you lie really well. Well, you shouldn't be a diplomat because you're not very tactful. All right, acting is not pushing your emotions, right? It's not showing your emotions. It's not, I'm going to be really angry in this scene and I'm going to be really sad in the next one, and right, it's not about playing your emotions. And I can understand somebody who hasn't studied acting thinking that that's what it is, because actors need to be in touch with their emotions, but they shouldn't be pushing for them. Pushing for them is not having them and just showing them. Watch anybody overacting. What they're doing is they're pushing their emotions. They're not feeling it, but they're acting it. And finally, acting is not performing. Oh my gosh, really? No. No. It's not even entertaining. Acting is not entertaining. Hopefully when the whole thing is put together, sound and music and editing, it will be entertaining. But your job as an actor is to bring truth. That's what it is. So don't worry about performing. Your job is just to live in the imaginary world of the script. All right? So next time somebody says something to you about what acting is, remember these things. Don't do them. It's so much easier than you would think. It really is, but we don't give ourselves sometimes permission to allow it to be easy. The preparation is the difficult part, that serious part, but the rest of it is easy. Acting is not about getting your scene and planning everything out. You read it, there's some exclamation points. It's also not about doing exactly what you think everybody wants. So they put exclamation points, I will yell that line. No, no, no. Remember, if they need you to do anything specific, they will tell you. But this is your art, your craft to do. So don't decide, I'm going to walk over here then and I'm not going to. You're not in a scene alone most of the time. And if you are in a scene alone, you still shouldn't pre-plan it. You should be engaged in the scene, and the most important skill an actor can have is to listen. If you listen to the other actor, if you take in what they're giving you, it might very well change what you had pre-planned. What you pre-planned now becomes bad acting because you're not listening. So listening to the other actor, being in the moment, being able to roll with whatever it is they're giving you. You're gonna tell Viola Davis, oh, I thought you were gonna yell that line at me. That's what I was waiting for. I wouldn't do that. She's an amazing actress. She's gonna be present and listening to you. So you should afford her the same courtesy, or any other of the wonderful actors that I really hope you'll get a chance to work with. We have new videos every week. So if you want to know something else about acting, what it is, what it isn't, how you can develop characters, whatever you want, let us know, comment, subscribe, like, right? If you're terrible at memorizing, it is not crying on cue. Let me try that again.